Healthy don't hurt. My name is E-Man. I'll be your host. Today's topic, as you see in the description, black people will not have the race card much longer. Okay, what does this mean? So, I myself am a black man. I have consumed a large amount of pro-black content in my youth. And they used a lot of the talking points that were used during the civil rights era, right? And even in the early 2000s, because stuff was still, I would consider it to be still pretty rough, right? It wasn't necessarily totally equal for us. But 20 years have passed, and since then, we pretty much have got an evil playing field, and we have a current climate that is changing rapidly, especially in our southern border. Not only that, we have other groups and other nationalities that are kind of fluent. If you know, you know what I mean when I say fluent. We have other groups and organizations that are forming that are taking a shine. You feel me? And I've never been the type to be like, oh yeah, poor. I'm black. I'm black. I'm poor. I can't get ahead. Hey, what's going on, Silver Seeker? How you been? How you been? Yeah, I'm out here wilding today. I'm out here tripping, but just having a real conversation on how like, black people and other nationalities that think they have something to be owed. That it's about to be a wrap. Times are getting hard. It's 2024, and the cost of everything just keeps going up. Hopefully, you're having a good day here, Silver. I appreciate that super chat too. I seen that. I appreciate the love. But yeah, things are just getting more and more difficult as time continues. And it's not even just like black people, it's everybody. So when we have this approach, we really can't come to like we can't go to PTA meetings. We can't go to political events and just kind of like cry wolf. You got to have something to offer. You can't just come up with your paw out asking for, free food, asking for, tuition reimbursement for just you. It has to happen for everybody. This is just the reality that everyone's going to have to accept. Like pro black or anything specifically going towards black people is going to be unconstitutional pretty soon because the black card is going to be gone, right? It's not going to be like, oh yeah, you're a black woman that has came on hard times. No, you're just a woman that has come on hard times. And the border's been going crazy, and everybody's making a pretty big deal about it, which I completely understand. It's something that needs to be talked about because clearly people just coming into the country without a correct process for security purposes is a bad idea. But one thing that people have got to remember is that we were once them. And a lot of other nationalities were also once them too. And that's something that people really don't like to talk about or even like to think about because, black people were once 3/5 of a human being at one point. Like we were looked at as like cattle, right? So at that point, you're not being considered human or at least fully human. So as a black person, if there was once a point in time where you were once 3/5 of a man, and you see currently right now people are being treated, meaning the people that are coming through the border, as if they're not humans, we really can't look at them and be like, oh, look at them taking advantage, look at them breaking the rules. That's the improper way to do things. It's like, hey, they trying to get it. All right, we once had to literally start a whole civil war just for us to be looked at as human. And to be real with you, I'm just not with the victim mindset. And it's not because I don't believe that we were done wrong in our past. It's just that nothing good will happen. We won't get anything from asking for charity. You won't be respected if you're looked at as a charity case. Like in the case where the squeaky wheel gets the oil. That's not the case in this world, especially in America. And we got all this stuff going on. Like if you ain't got something, if you Silver Seeker said facts on your topic today. I can't donate on these for some reason. I quit coffee, so you're my Starbucks. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's cool. I don't even know if it's turned. I still got a little bit more tweaking to do on the live though, but I appreciate that, Silver Seeker. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. But yeah, we got so much stuff that's changing. Every single day, bro, it changes more and more. And like people are still walking around like we need reparations. We need reparations. I'm like, bro, that's never coming. That's never, ever, ever, ever coming. You bringing up the past is never gonna, it's never gonna change your circumstance. These politicians, every single election, we are important for not for long, by the way. This is probably the last election. And I know I have a lot of white followers. If y'all want to, keep it respectful, black people too. This is just an honest conversation. I'm black, so this is something that be on my mind throughout the day. This is the last election where black people are going to even be slightly significant. Like, you know how every election we get the microphone and they're like, "What do you think?" And they start going to black churches handing out chicken, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Handing out fried fish and fried chicken at black churches is crazy. Okay. Like, don't even get me started on the Joe Biden. If you don't vote for Uncle Joe, you ain't black. Like, this is the last election they're going to be doing this because our demographics, right? Because you got to think, whether people like to think about it or not, I'm not trying to racially separate, even though that's the game they like to play. Whether people like to think about it or not, we are a demographic. We are a portion of this country which they focus on the different portions of our demographics because that's a form of a community, right? That's a group of people that you want their support, right? For them to vote for a certain person at the ballot. This is going to be the last year that we are going to even get the microphone to voice our opinion because now we're at like 11%. White people are at like the mid to low 70. I think their demographics are 72 to 74%. And then it's everybody else. And for real, Hispanics, shout out to all my Hispanic viewers. The Hispanics are growing. I'm pretty sure they've, if not already passed us up, they're going to pass us up soon, right? And I think everybody should be viewed as equal. But the factor of the matter is that we have a lot of black people that are harping on civil rights, police brutality, which I'm not saying that's not important, but it's like nobody cares, bro. No one's gonna give you a bag because you're like, oh, Black Lives Matter, and civil rights and the white man and the government and Jim Crow laws. Nobody cares, bro. No one's gonna give you a bag by you bringing up those talking points and asking for something. What you can do to make someone give you some money, give you a bag, give you some opportunity is offering something, what you can do for them, right? Because although this conversation is about black people losing the race card, the only color that matters for real is green. People might not like that. This may hurt a lot of people's feelings. And me myself, I consider myself to be an opportunist because everybody else is. The organizations and companies that run this country, they're opportunists. The only color that matters is green. So like for you to be walking around as a black person, blaming other people, blaming other stuff, talking about yesterday, for historic purposes, it is extremely valuable to know what happened yesterday to prevent it from happening tomorrow and to not get taken advantage of today. But by you bringing up those talking points, if you don't bring up where they get your money, they really, really, really don't care. And there are a lot of people that bring up these talking points and they have YouTube shows about reparations and the mistreatment of black people and da 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 da. A lot of times they just be trying to get your money. They be asking for donations and stuff. And I really try to stay away from these topics because I'm monetized now. And one of the reasons is because of Silver Line Seeker, which I appreciate you because there was once a point in time where nobody but her, my goldfish, and my cat was watching my videos. but nah, man, for real, like I try to stay away from topics like these because it's kind of edgy, but it's just the truth, bro. And I be feeling bad for people. I really feel bad for people that still play this card. Like this card is dated, and like black people aren't even believing in the race card, right? Because there was once a point in time where you could play this card and everybody would be like, "Yeah, he's right." It's hard for the black man. I'll never forget this. I was at a gas station. I was at a gas station and some dude, I think I helped him out or something, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it's hard for us black people out here." And I was like, I looked at him like he was crazy. I was like, "What you mean it's hard for us black people out here?" I was like, "It ain't hard for me. I'm out here competing. Like I got a killer mindset. Like I'm in kill mode. Like for real, for real. I'm gonna be real. If you are white, not to be you know what, but if you are white, you should want for me to have a handicap, right? You should want the upper hand on me. You should want me to be held back because you're gonna need it. And it's not just for white people, it's for all people. I came to win, I came to play for keeps. And yeah, I came for heads out here. Like for real, for real. So if you have that mentality, it doesn't matter if it's 20% harder, 30% harder. I'm gonna get it regardless. Okay. My drive don't run out of gas. And that's kind of like where our people lack. And that's where a lot of people lack. But like times are getting tough. And like it's really sad. Like these companies, these pro organizations, and it's not just pro blacks, it's pro women, right? Because I be seeing these female organizations, you have pro women groups in large companies, pro black groups in large companies, right? and they will push you. They'll put you on the front of their LinkedIn page. All you do is make the company look better, right? But that's your only role, right? You're not there to make actual large decisions. You're just like a figure. You're just a figurehead. You have no real importance or no real value, because although this is a group within the company for women or for pro black, when they go to pick an executive, what does the executive look like? Looks like a white man in his mid 50s with blue eyes, a full head of hair. So it's just like, is the diversity organizations and the diversity groups, is that really important in the company? No, it was just a gimmick, right? It's just a play. So that's why I'm like, this card means nothing. This card really, the jig is up, bro. The border's flooded, the jig is up. The only color that matters is green. You ain't got that dinero, you ain't got that paper. Ain't nobody trying to hear you talk, and it doesn't really matter. All that matters is this. This is all people care about. That's all they want. People die over this. People don't talk to their family members over this. People starve over this. This is the only color that matters. Like, if somebody prove me wrong, I've seen terrible things happen over this. People not be able to get diapers, paper, green paper. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And it's sad. A lot of people be taking advantage, especially when it comes to the moms, bro, because it's like, y'all be supporting and flooding these lives, right? And people, not my life, of course, because I'm nobody, but there are other people's lives get flooded. And it's like, you have this platform, you have this audience, and it's not just black people, it's all people. You have this platform and this audience, but you don't give no real applicable everyday solutions. Like, it's just kind of crazy and it's kind of nuts. And I know some people are going to be like, "Oh, well, what's your solution for black people?" I mean, me personally, my best solution is for you to get some of this. All people get some of this. I mean, I ain't balling, right? To be clear, not yet. YouTube ain't paying me. I just got monetized not too long ago. But like, the best thing you could do for black people is to figure out how to get some money specifically for yourself and to build. That's why I do so many lives about building, because no one's gonna build for you, right? But you'll build for somebody else. You go to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week for somebody else. You'll go to Walmart, you'll go to work for a bank, you'll work, right? And then all you're doing is just building for somebody else. As a black person, as a white person, don't matter what color, skin color you are, the best thing you could do for your community, whether it's your race, your religion, I don't care if you're in a group that y'all just like cats, you just like funny cat videos. The best thing you can do for your group is to make sure that you can build something, because no one's gonna build something for you. No one's gonna put you on. I be trying to help people and share information without share the information that I know, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. My lives are the only serious form of content that I do because of the low viewership. Because when I crack jokes and I entertain, my videos blow up, right? So I enjoy doing these videos. I'm not doing it for my health. I actually have a scheme to use YouTube to pay for my son's college, right? So this is kind of how I myself am building. I built a YouTube channel. I built concepts, trying to build a business. So and I try to show you guys like what I did starting from nothing, right? Starting from just an iPhone. I didn't even have a backdrop. I used to have a white wall behind it. I didn't have equipment and lights. I had nothing. So I try to show you guys what it takes to build a channel like this. That way you could possibly build one of your own. Because if you gain a large following on YouTube and you get monetized, you might be able to change your whole family's life, your friend's life. So you just never know what opportunities may open up for you simply because you're present. You can't get chosen if you're not even in the pool to be selected. There was a creator on TikTok. She made a viral series called Who the F Did I Marry? It went viral. It was a 50-part series. Me and my girlfriend watched it the whole day. I mean, the whole day from 11 to 8. We cleaned the house, we cooked, we folded the laundry, listened to this. And it's all about her story on how she married a man during COVID and he was a fraud, right? Everything that she knew about him was a complete and total lie. He was a pathological liar. Long story short, the video blew up. She gained millions of followers, got a Hulu deal, and now she's paid, right? She built. So it can happen to anybody. And she had all of the traits that society says they don't want. She was heavy set. No offense to my heavy set people. She was a black woman. right? Those are the two hardest things to sell. It is what it is. So if a heavyset black woman can go up on social media, build a following, get a Hulu deal, right, and get paid, so can you. So that's what I try to do for my black people. I don't come up here, oh yeah, we should get reparations. No, no, no. You should build something for yourself, regardless of what color you are. I know it says the black card, but whatever your card is, bro, like being a victim will never get you ahead. It'll never get you respected. And for real, a lot of times when you do get money and it's charity based, or it's donated, or they created a fund just for you, a lot of times they're using it as a tax write-off, which you wouldn't think that the government could use it as a tax write-off, but even a charitable organization or a nonprofit is tax exempt. How do I know? I do taxes. So it's like it's always a play at the end of the day. Like even helping the helpless is profitable. So, best thing I try to do is for my community, for my friends, for my family, and for me is to be able to build. But yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I'm not what do you call it? I'm not disregarding our past or our history or any of that. And to be real with you, man, there was a lot of other nationalities that had a heart in this country too. They just ain't have to go through slavery. But it is what it is. But like really, I feel like what people lack is just the understanding of how the real moments occur. Like there are banks out here that have more power than a lot of our politicians, and it's sad. There are moments in time where certain plays can never happen again. What do I mean by that? So there are some banks that have been around since the late 1700s, and the FCC regulations were created around 1842. So for about 50 years, they were able to do things back then that would be considered illegal now, according to the according to the FCC regulations, which make sure that banks and lenders, to make sure that they're playing along with the rules, to make sure they're not screwing over the lenders. So, people are really worried and concerned over, civil right issues that are going on right now, which I should be worried about, is this technology, because this is really the great equalizer. Don't matter what race you are, technology is the next gold rush. We will never have this opportunity to do this again, like ever, which is why I made so many YouTube videos, which is why I keep hustling the way I'm hustling, because eventually this cheap bar to access is going to be gone. They're going to start charging you for you to do YouTube videos, post TikToks, because this is monetizable, right? And anybody could do this. If a bald black dude from Pittsburgh could do it, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody could do it. Like if I was a blonde with boobs, I would clean house. People will watch my video while the sound's off. Like seriously, if you're a pretty woman out there, you can make a YouTube video super easy, very quickly, just because dudes is thirsty. Like just because dudes are dying for a drink. Like, and you don't even got to show nothing. You could be in a winter coat, and men will still watch you. But yeah, it's just what the current climate is, man. It don't matter if you black, white. Times are about to get hard. Um, there's going to be a lot less give a damn about the little guy, about the person that does need the wheel, that does need the oil. So the best thing you could do is just try to not be on try to be the giver, and try not to be the receiver of the charitable act. That's the way I think about it. Build something for yourself, especially if you're not like up there in management. If you're not if you're not working in a management position within a company, build something for yourself. If you didn't go to college, you definitely should be building something for yourself. Me personally, I work for a very large financial institution, and something that made me really sad inside my job, it's a huge building downtown. It is huge. I was in the elevator, and it was four of us, bro. I heard three people talking, and I was in the front. The guy was next to me. And so they were congratulating this guy in the elevator. He had worked at this company for 51 years. And I was like, you gave 51 years of your life to this company. I could never do that. I'm sitting here like that, like me hearing that makes me just want to jump out a window. Working at a company for 50 years. I'll work for my company for 50 years, but your company, absolutely not. I'm trying to have my logo on the front, you feel me? My branding. I'm trying to be in the company mission. I just can't fathom that, man. And I feel like not only black people, but a lot of people in general really don't think about building their own show, building their own concept. And you don't have to do YouTube. You could write newsletters, right? There are people where they write news articles, they write opinion articles, fashion, lifestyle articles, life hacks. Because not everybody likes to just mindlessly watch YouTube. Some people actually like to read. So it's like there are many different forms on how you can do this. Just pick a form that works for you. The beginning is very humbling. I know I wanted to give up. The only reason I didn't give up is because I did 1,000 YouTube videos, but I was like, I gotta get this money. You feel me? I gotta get it by any means, bro. By any means. But yeah, the only thing that matters, only colors that matters, unfortunately, is green. I really wish that people would not have this victim mindset, especially when we get together, because you'll have no one check or correct another black person when they're like, oh yeah, I can't get ahead because of the white man. My bills are behind because of the white man. My lights got shut off. Like, bro, when are you gonna take accountability for your actions? Like, sometimes it's not, racism, it's just your poor decision making, you know. Um, but no, man, I do also do these videos. I make these talking points to open up some people's minds, because people wouldn't dare say this out in public, and I know I'm gonna get called Uncle Tom, so I'm already ready for it. Already ready for the trolls. I'm about it. I fight fire with fire. Don't play with me, because I'm serious on these lives, but I got mad jokes on these videos. So come ready. Life Illusions. Hey, what's up, Life Illusions? Life Illusions 81 says they don't want it, bro. They'll blame aliens also. Yo, he's funny. Life Illusions 81, you need to make a YouTube channel. I say I got some jokes, and my man is cooking. Nah, for real though, fam. It be sad though. Thanks for commenting too, by the way. Yeah, bro, it be sad, man. It really be sad. And there's some talented. Here's what blows my mind, Life Illusions. In the hood, there are some talented, because you always see on social media, black women fighting, right? In the hood, there are women that have records for fighting, and they be bragging about it. They be like, I'm 46-0. I beat her up. I beat her up on 46th Street. I went down to Martin Luther King Avenue, Martin Luther King Boulevard. I beat these other two chicks up. They're fighting for men, respect, money. You might as well do it professionally, right? Yeah, like there's women in the black community that got records in the streets. You might as well fight in the ring and get paid for it. Like we're missing out on some really good boxers, jujitsu champions, kickboxing champions. Like it's crazy, right? And you could have put your whole family on, not have charges brought against you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of talent like in the black community and other communities too. But like if your mindset ain't right, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It each their own. Yeah, you like that, Life Illusions. You like that. Hey, I'm being so serious, bro. Like, and some of these ladies are heavy-handed. Like, for real. I got a sister. She can knock your block off. She was fighting grown men, bro. She's on the tall side. My whole family's tall, including me. I'm 6'1", so I'm kind of tall. But she's 5'11". So for a woman, that's crazy. Like, she was fighting multiple girls at once, bro. Just me. I was just like, Jesus, my God. And then she would be fighting us, because I got a brother too. She'd be fighting us just to get ready for the girls out there. And I'm like thinking about, she got in like a fight like once a month. I'm like, yeah, you could have had like a fight, got a couple $100, sign a contract, I'm not saying she could get a sponsor deal, but give it a few years, you might see her in a Nike commercial. But it's so many women, bro. It's not just my sister. It's not just my sister, bro. It's so many women out there, like black women that just be fighting, bro. I hate seeing us fight, because I see black women fight more than any other. You don't see white chicks out there fighting. When the last time you seen white chicks just duking it out, just in the street? Never. When the last time you seen two Asian women just out here just giving them the old rope-a-dope? You don't see it. You really don't see it. Life Illusions 81 says Housewives of Ocean City. Oh, Real Housewives of Ocean City. I'm gonna check it out. But I'm just being real, bro. Like, I don't know if it's just a black community or if it's other communities too, because like I'm black, so I don't know what it's like to be Italian or Irish or German or like any of that. I only know what it's like to be black. So, I'm sure there's other stuff, other issues in those communities too, but it's just like, dang man, like we be playing this card and this shit played the fuck out. Like they be playing the song, they be playing the same old song and they cut the record on and white people, Asians, shoot, other nationalities, y'all be like, oh, not this song again, god damn it. Like for real, we've been playing this song probably for the past 15 years, dog, and it was a good song. It was a good song, but hey, we are considered human now. Black people are considered human. Women can vote. Everybody's pretty much equal at this point. I mean, women included, for real, because women out here getting that paper. That's why there's such an issue. Uh-oh, breaks over. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Life Illusion says, uh-oh, breaks over. Thank you, bro. You crazy. Yeah, I'm out here wilding. But I appreciate you too, man. I'll holler at you later. Yeah, it's not just black people, man. It's women too. They even too. We all equal, and for real, that's why it's so hard for men to date nowadays. It's because women's getting that paper, So it's even hard for women to even claim the female card. Everybody got these different cards. Unless you're a white man, you ain't got no card to play. It's a wrap for you. But nah, for real, like it's hard for us to date because women are making way more money than they used to. Some women will come and take you out to dinner. It'd be wild, man. It'd be wild. But it's just me being real, bro. I be saying what nobody else want to say. Nobody else want to admit that our border's going nuts and that nobody wants to hear a black person complain about oppression. Man, there ain't nothing. Hey, I can't tell you the last time I got I've only had like two moments in exposure. I've only had two moments in my life where I experienced true racism. Unfortunately, one of them was a cop, but I handled it correctly. I had gotten pulled over and he was like, "You got any warrants?" And even though I wasn't driving, right, we had wrecked. We got into a car accident. And I was in a car with three other white people because most of my friends are white. So when I make these videos, people gonna be like, "Oh, you Uncle Tom." I come from a black family. I made a black family. And most of my friends are white, right? 75% of my friends are white. I came from a black family. I made a black family. I look at people like they people, right? I would go based off of how you act and what you do, not based off of what skin tone you have or what family you came from. Right, I give everybody a fair shot. It's just the way I get down. But yeah, I was in a car with three people, three white people. We got into an accident, and the cop was talking to the driver of the vehicle, right? And so I'm the passenger, and the car don't smell like weed, nothing. We just hanging out. We just got done with the gym. And so he talks to the driver, and then he comes over to my side of the door. He's like, "You got any warrants?" And I'm like, "What are you asking me if I got any warrants for?" And guys, I never even got pulled over for a speeding ticket. Honest to God. And so he's like, "Oh, you look familiar." I'm like, "I'm not even from this town." And I just gave him my ID. I went, I acted accordingly, didn't talk back or, get all lippy how most ninjas be doing. And yeah, it was a smooth process, but I consider that to be racism because nobody else in the car besides the driver got asked, including the driver, sorry, got asked not only for their information or if they had a warrant. So I was like, that's kind of crappy that he asked me if I had warrants, but he didn't ask anybody else in the car if they had warrants. I wasn't driving, I was in the passenger seat, right? He didn't ask the driver if he had warrants. He only asked me. And I just took it on the chin. I just kept it going. Cause if that's the worst you could do to me, then you in trouble. And there are, I'm not saying the racism, I gotta watch how I talk. I'm not saying the racism doesn't exist. I'm just saying that it is dialed down in most neighborhoods, towns, and cities to such a low amount of exposure to black people that it's barely even significant. And for you to like try to use that as an excuse on as to why you can't get ahead or why you should get something for free is crap. And like I said, the only color that matter is green. All people care about is this. People lose family, people lose their life, their car, their well-being over some paper. It's unfortunate. It be like that, bruh. It be like that. But yeah, man, you just gotta be real. And there's a lot of groups, even my LGBTQ people. Y'all really. I used to take offense to this, but y'all the new black people. I hate to say it. Tell me they ain't, because if you don't believe that they aren't, go to a corporate go into a corporate work environment. and look at what's on their front website for their employees, for their HR, for their human resources, where they release their newsletters. It's just flooded. Which I'm not saying they shouldn't have as fair of a chance to be feeling welcomed and etc. But it's way more of them, way less of us. Show's over. Like, show's over. I can't stress that enough. As far as like us feeling special, us feeling like we're owed something, it's a wrap. It like the game is over. Like, for real. It was nice while it lasted, but everybody is looked at as human beings. We're not enslaving each other anymore. We're not chasing each other down the streets. The you know what's have ended. They're not doing that in the middle of the street anymore. So it is what it is, man. And yeah, so that cop situation was the first time I had experienced racism, because I only experienced it truly twice in my life, twice, around the same age too, because I'm 28. So I was about around right around 9 years ago. The second time, and I did a YouTube video on this. I was dating a girl. I was meeting her parents, and her parents were Italian. So her parents were Italian. I go to meet her parents, and her mom and dad was looking at me like she just brought in a pig or like a orangutan. Like, it was crazy. Like, he was talking to me, I was watching like his jaw just clench, and you could just see his the sides of his cheek just working as I'm talking. I'm like, is this dude about to hit me? I could see the hate, bro. You could see the hatred in his eyes because his Italian daughter, like they were Italian, like daughters our son is, she's so Italian. Her mother's a hairdresser. Her father owns a concrete company. Italian, like that's purebred Italian, like marinara sauce in her veins, like Mamma Mia type Italian. But yeah, that experience was terrible. I spoke with him for an hour and a half. Long story short, and I'm a good dude, like straight up. Even when I was younger, went to school, worked hard, try to do well for others. I go to church. I believe in God. I'm named after the Bible. My son's named after the Bible. So there's no reason for them to judge me unfairly, especially because I was treating their daughter well. I'm a gentleman, so I feel like I didn't deserve to be treated that way, and that was the only reason they would treat me that way. So that's racism, and that's the only two times I've experienced it. And those two experiences of me going through racism, I didn't complain about it. I didn't cry about it. I didn't go home and tell my parents, because at that age I was at that age where you could still go home to your mama or to your dad and be like, they were racist. I'm 18. People go to their parents when they're 18. No, I just took it on the chin, and I was like, yo, they tripping. I'm black. They don't like it. That's not my problem. I'm gonna go live my life. And I kept going. But yeah, man, my best piece of advice for myself, for all people, black people, white people, everybody in general, is free to build something, bro. Because if you build something, people can't take it away from you. Of course, YouTube could shut my channel down, but as long as I'm within the community guidelines, there's nothing they could do. And the branding, the company, everything that goes along with it, it belongs to me. All the monetary gain, and even the following that goes with it. Now that you guys are my followers, you guys are more so my supporters. Some some YouTubers, they call their viewers fans, bro. I'd be like, what is that? You have let this little bit of clout get to your head. Calling your viewers fans is crazy. All right, y'all damn sure my fans. I ain't special enough to have fans, right? I'm just a black dude that works hard. I consider you guys to be more so supporters and viewers. I'm appreciative of you guys. I know this is kind of a dark topic. I should say this lightly because like you got to be able to read the room, and we have a lot of things being passed in Congress, in schools, and just in general, bro. Like, pro-black organizations pretty soon are going to be deemed as unconstitutional. And it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Like, and the show's been over for a while, for a while now. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, if you guys have any thoughts on this, man. But yeah, it's just where we're headed. I am really curious to see like what's going to happen to our economy. That's what really interests me the most, because everything continues to go up. And like pretty soon, even in the hood where the rent's cheap because there's shootings every other night, even in the hood, them apartments is gonna be $1,200, $1,300. So, and they keep cutting government funding, and it's not just for black people; it's for all people. They're cutting government funding. So, once all of the freebies are gone, once all of the additional government assistance is gone, what is going to happen? When times get tough, people do some terrible things when they are forced into the corner. My beautiful family is home. Hi, EJ. Hi, buddy.
I want play bubbles. I want to play bubbles.
You want to play with bubbles? Okay, guys. Well, my son wants to play with bubbles, so I have to go. But thank you guys so much here for watching. And yeah, man, it's not saying that it's not saying that black people shouldn't feel some type of way of what happened. It's just that like you harping on yesterday isn't going to help you build a better tomorrow by you talking about what happened yesterday today. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Share the live, share the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll holler at you guys later. Thank you so much for taking the time to view my content. I'll let you guys later. Peace. I'm out.